Hey EBC Kids! I'm Miss Erin.
I'm Sophie. I'm Naomi.
And today we're going to talk a little bit about listening
To God.
That's right, Nail. Now, what is another word for listening and doing?
Obeying.
Obeying. Do you think you should obey people?
Yes.
Yeah. How do you spell obey?
O-B-E-Y.
That's right, you guys are really smart. Now, in the Bible, there are lots of stories about when God spoke to people. God would speak to people and he would ask them to do specific things. One of those stories is about a man named Jonah. The Lord gave this message to Jonah, son of Amittai. Get up and go to the great city of Nineveh. Announce my judgment against it, because I have seen how wicked its people are.
But Jonah got up and went in the, what is it called? Opposite direction to get away from the Lord.
So today we're going to listen to the Bible story. We're going to do a little craft together, and I have a trick to show you. So watch this.
This is Jonah. Jonah was a prophet. That means it was his job to tell people what God told him to say.
Yep.
One day, God told Jonah to go to Nineveh because the people of Nineveh were doing bad things. But instead, Jonah ran away.
Where are you, please?
And went to the port to board a ship going the other way. He was hoping to get away from God.
Oh,
He sailed for a place called Tarshish. While he was at sea, God sent a great and powerful wind over the sea that caused a storm that seemed like it would break the ship apart. Fearing for their lives, the sailors tried everything they could think of to save the ship. Meanwhile, Jonah was sound asleep, so the captain went down and said, "How can you sleep at a time like this? Get up and pray to your God. Maybe he will help us." Then the crew figured out that Jonah was the reason for the storm. And they asked him, "Who are you? Why is this happening to us?" Jonah told them who he was and that he worshiped the one true God who made the sea. Then he told the sailors to throw him in the sea so the storm would stop.
no, why?
The sailors still tried to escape the storm, but it was no use. So they asked God for forgiveness and threw Jonah into the sea. The storm stopped at once.
Whoa!
The sailors were amazed at God's power and they vowed to serve him. Now God sent a great fish to swallow Jonah,
Great.
and Jonah was inside the fish for 3 days and nights. Jonah prayed to God from inside the fish, and God ordered the fish to spit Jonah out.
Yuck.
God told Jonah again to go to the city of Nineveh to tell them what God had said about them.
I get it.
This time, Jonah obeyed God and went to Nineveh to deliver God's message. The people of Nineveh stopped doing bad things and turned to God. They were saved because they listened to the message that God had given Jonah.
For today's craft, you will need paper, scissors, tape, a pencil, string, a cup, and a clothespin. You can decide if you'd like to add a pipe cleaner to your clothespin, and if you have a permanent marker, you can use that as well. So what we're going to do is with our paper, Sophie, would you help me with this part?
Of course.
Okay, we're gonna measure how big the cup is because we don't want the fish or the whale to be any bigger than the cup. we're going to draw a picture of a whale and put it on the outside of our cup. So I'm just going to mark the top and the bottom on our paper with my pencil. And then with my markings, I'm going to draw a whale or a fish in the middle. You may not think that you are an artist, but that doesn't matter. This is an activity and a game. Okay? Maybe the kids want to draw the fish or the whale. Really simply, there's a triangle at the bottom. I'm going to make it so the whale's mouth is open. Give it an eye. Look.
Can I
see? Okay.
Whoa. Sophie's
going to cut this out, and then we'll go on to the next step. Sophie has cut the whale out of the paper, and now we're going to take the cup and we're going to put the whale onto the cup. We're going to use some tape. I have electrical tape. You can use any tape that you have as long as it will hold.
Or keep.
Keep it in the right space. So what we're going to do, we cut a little mouth out so it looks like Jonah's going into the mouth of the fish. You can tape it wherever you want on the cup, okay? And make it fun. Have lots of fun with it. Okay, so we've got our fish, our whale on our
cup.
So we have our whale on our
cup.
On our cup. Okay. So the next part is, Sophie, can you hold the cup for us?
Sure.
The next part is we're going to attach a string. I have some yarn. I have some funky green yarn here. It's a little messy. Woo! We're going to attach the yarn to the cup. So we're going to make it. Have you guys ever played those games where it's like you scoop it so the thing goes inside the cup, or like a ring onto a post? Or
I got a question. How about we do that?
Yeah, that's exactly what we're going to do. Okay, so again, we're going to take some tape and we're going to attach the yarn to the inside of the cup. Okay, so just take your cup, put the yarn on the inside. Okay, just gonna want to press down so that your yarn sticks. I'm gonna rub it around. So, do you want to give it a little rub there?
Sure.
Okay, and then hold the cup for us. And then we're going to attach our Jonah to the other end. So here's our Jonah. I decided to add a little pipe cleaner to him to give him some arms, but right now it's just a clothespin. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna use my marker. And do you think Jonah's gonna look happy or kind of frustrated and angry?
Happy.
Happy? Okay, so Jonah apparently is happy to go in the whale at the moment, which
Actually,
I don't know.
Mad.
Mad? Okay, so Jonah's gonna be mad. Give him some furrowed eyebrows. What do you guys think? Oh, he needs a little nose. And, oh, look at that mouth. Oh, Jonah's looking angry about going in the cup. Okay, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna tie the string to Jonah, and then we're gonna test it out to see if we can get Jonah to go into the whale. All right, guys, so we've got our Jonah attached to our cup. You may want a long string or a short string. Ours is kind of short because we found that the long string is hard. Yes, Naomi?
You might not want it too long because it might be so long that you can't even flick it up.
Okay, so I'm just gonna demonstrate how to use it. Sophie and Naomi can give it a try too. Here we go, ready? And get in that whale, Jonah. Oh dear. Okay, 1, 2, 3. He's in there, ha ha ha. All right, Sophie, you wanna try?
Sure.
is say this little chant as you try the game. Okay? So, when God said go, Jonah said no. Oh man, then he went in the well. Okay? So let's try it one more time. 1, 2, 3. When God said go, Jonah said no.
You wherever you lead. Just tell me where to go, I'm all in. Show me the path of life, lead me day and night. No matter where we go, I'm all in. You can tell me to wave my hands up in the air, shout loud like no one else is there. Tell me to start up high and twist it down. Here we go now, jump up and spin around. Yeah, that's right. Here we go. Gotta follow you wherever you lead. Just tell me where to go, I'm all in. Show me the path of life, lead me day and night. No matter where we go, I'm all in. You can tell me to wave my hands up in the air. Wave 'em! Shout loud like no one else is there. You can tell me to start up high and twist it down. Here we go now, jump up and spin around. Everybody say hey, hey, hey. Hey, hey, hey. That's it now. Oh, oh, oh. Oh, oh, oh. Do, 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 do. Do, 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 down. You can tell me to wave my hands up in the air. Come on, wave those hands. Shout loud like no one else is there. Start up high and twist it down. Here we go now, jump up and spin around. Woo! Yeah!
Okay guys, I'm going to show you a little trick. Naomi, do you think that I can get this ketchup packet? Do you see the ketchup packet?
Yeah.
Do you think that I can get the ketchup packet in the bottle to move without touching it?
I don't know.
Okay, let's check it out, okay? So, ketchup packet, go down to the bottom of the bottle. Okay guys, watch, ready? There it goes. Okay, ketchup packet, go to the top of the bottle. Whoa. Okay, ketchup packet, do you think you can go right in the middle? Do you think you can stay in the middle? Stay right there.
Stay.
Do you think you can do a little bouncing?
Bounce, bounce.
And go back to the top. Very good. Thank you so much for tuning into today's video. We hope that you have lots of fun making your craft and take some pictures or a little video. Let us see how you did. One thing that I think about when I hear the word obey is that obey really means honoring. And we need to be honoring God, and the Bible even talks about honoring our parents. We hope that you have a really great week, and we'll see you next time. Bye.
Bye.
Got my belt of truth check, breastplate of righteousness, shoes up.